English Rise Podcast.
Easy listening and speaking practice. Hey, welcome back. Before we start today, I want you to just pause for a second and think about your English speaking. Do you ever feel like you understand English, but speaking it still feels slow or difficult? Yeah, a lot of learners feel the same. So today, we're going to work on that together. No pressure, just simple practice. Welcome back to the English Rise Podcast. It's your host, Emma. This is your space for easy English listening practice. Easy English listening and speaking practice to help you build fluency, confidence, and real-life understanding. And I'm really happy you're here today.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris. Happy to be here with you again today.
And I'm Emma. Today is day 5 of our shadowing series, and our focus is actually really simple, but really important. We're going to help you speak English more fluently and naturally.
Yeah, and what that really means is not stopping too much when you speak, not overthinking every single sentence, and just letting your English flow a little more naturally. Like actually speaking, not translating in your head.
Exactly. Yeah. Fluency is not about perfect grammar, and it's not about speaking fast. It's more about speaking smoothly, clearly, and confidently. Even if you pause a little, even if you think for a second, you just keep going.
So don't worry about mistakes today, okay? Just relax a bit. Listen, repeat, and speak out loud. That's really all you need to do. And honestly, that's how fluency starts.
All right. If you're ready, let's begin day 5 together. Now, let's talk about something really important. What does fluency actually mean?
Yeah, because a lot of people think fluency is just speaking fast, right? But is that really true?
Not really, no. A lot of learners think fluency means speaking fast. But actually, that's not the goal. Fluency is not speaking fast. Fluency is speaking comfortably. Like, you don't feel pressure when you speak. You just express your idea.
I think that's interesting, because even native speakers don't speak perfectly smoothly all the time.
You're right. They pause, too. They think. They choose words. They sometimes restart sentences.
So, pauses are actually normal? They're not a mistake?
Not at all. Pauses are part of natural speaking. They actually help you sound more clear, not less.
So the real goal is not perfect English. It's being understood.
Yes, exactly. The goal is communication. Can the other person understand your message?
Because I guess, even if your grammar is not perfect, if people understand you, then it works, right?
Yes, 100%. That's real fluency. So in today's practice, don't worry about speed. Focus on comfort, clarity, and confidence. All right, now let's warm up your English speaking. Just relax your mind a little and repeat after us.
Don't worry about perfection here. Just listen and repeat naturally, like you're speaking, not studying.
Let's start simple. I usually wake up at 6.
Good. Repeat it again if you need. Just feel the rhythm.
I make coffee every morning.
Nice. Keep going. Don't rush it. Don't rush it.
Today is going to be a good day.
Yes, that's a great one. Say it like you believe it.
I'm working on my English every day.
Good job. Even these simple sentences, they build your confidence.
Let's move a little deeper in the next practice. All right, now let's move into daily conversation practice. We're not just practicing sentences now. We're practicing how you actually talk about your real life.
Yeah, because daily routines are the most common thing you talk about. Like everyday conversations with friends, coworkers, or even strangers.
So, let's begin with something very natural. What time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up at 7 o'clock because I have my studies at university.
I usually wake up around 6:30. That's my normal routine on most days.
Good. And notice that. You didn't just say a time. You're describing your routine, your life.
And after you wake up, what's the first thing you normally do?
The first thing I normally do after waking up is turning off the alarm, drinking a glass of water, or checking the phone.
I drink a glass of water. It helps me wake up and feel fresh.
Yeah, that's real. You're not just answering questions, you're describing your morning step by step.
Then what happens next in your morning?
I start by brushing my teeth, washing my face, taking a shower, and getting dressed.
Then I get ready for work. I take my time and prepare for the day.
Nice! This is important because English is not just single sentences. It's a flow of actions, like a story of your day.
Now try to connect everything together. Not just separate answers, but your whole morning routine in one flow. All right, now let's move into something really important in real life, small talk. You use this when you meet people, at work, school, or even just casually talking.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's not about saying something deep or smart. It's just about connecting with people.
So imagine this. Someone looks at you and says, "How was your day?"
It was pretty good. I had a busy day at work.
It was pretty good. Kinda normal. Nothing special today. Just a regular day.
Yeah, that's actually a very real answer. Because honestly, not every day is exciting.
And then they ask you, "What did you do today?"
I spent most of the day at work. After that, I went to the gym and had dinner with my family.
I worked today, and I also studied English for a bit. Nothing too crazy, but I tried to stay productive.
That sounds good. Even small things like that matter.
Yeah, I think I've been trying to improve my English little by little every day. Not perfect, but consistent.
That's actually the best way to learn. Consistency is more important than intensity.
Right, and that's what makes small talk interesting. You don't need big stories. You just share simple parts of your day.
Real-life expansion question. If someone asked you again tomorrow, "How was your day?" would you answer differently?
Probably. Every day is different, so my answer would be different too. Maybe not too different, but I might say something like, "It was a bit busy, but still a good day overall."
Yeah, that sounds natural. That's exactly how real conversations change slightly every day.
All right. Now let's try this as shadowing practice. Repeat after us and try to sound natural, not perfect. All right. Now we're going to move into your fluency challenge.
This is where everything starts to come together. Don't worry about being perfect here. Just focus on speaking a little longer, a little smoother.
I'm going to say some longer sentences now. Your job is simple. Just listen, repeat, and try to keep the flow. I've been practicing English every day because I want to become more confident.
Good. And notice what that means. It's not just English practice. It's your habit, your effort, your goal.
Say it again, slowly if you need. Don't rush. Even when I make mistakes, I continue speaking.
That's really important because mistakes are not the problem. Stopping is.
Exactly. Mistakes are part of learning. The more I practice, the more natural my English becomes.
And this one is powerful because it shows progress, not perfection. It's about change over time.
Now, let's put everything together. All 3 sentences, slowly, one after another. How was your day? It was pretty good. I had a busy day, but everything went well. What did you do today? I spent most of the day at work. After that, I went to the gym and had dinner with my family. Would you answer differently tomorrow? Probably. Every day is different, so my answer would be different too.
Good job. Even if it wasn't perfect, that's okay. What matters is that you kept going.
And that's how fluency is built, step by step, every day. All right. Now let's move into our final practice for today. This is going to feel more natural, like a real conversation.
Yeah, just imagine we're talking normally. No pressure, no test, just real English.
So, Chris, what are your plans for the weekend?
Let me think. Probably nothing too special. I might just rest a bit. Maybe watch a movie, something like that.
That sounds nice. Honestly, sometimes a quiet weekend is the best.
Yeah, I think I've been pretty busy lately, so I just want some time to relax.
By the way, what do you usually do when you want to relax?
I usually listen to music, or sometimes I go for a walk. It helps me clear my mind.
Yeah, I do that too. Music really helps, especially after a long day.
By the way, how is your English learning going?
It's getting better, slowly. I try to practice a little every day. Sometimes I feel confident, sometimes still a bit nervous.
That's completely normal. The important thing is you're not stopping.
Yeah, I think my goal is just to speak more naturally. Not perfect English, just natural English.
Exactly. That's actually the best goal.
Do you ever think about traveling?
Yeah, all the time. I really want to visit different countries. Maybe somewhere calm, like Japan or Europe.
That sounds amazing. I think traveling helps you learn real English too.
Yeah, because you actually have to use it, not just study it.
True. I think that's why I keep learning English. Not just for study, but for real-life experiences.
Same here. It feels like opening a new world.
Let's do one final shadowing round. Just listen, repeat, and try to sound natural, like a real conversation. All right, this is your speaking challenge.
Now it's your turn to speak. Don't just listen. Actually, try to answer out loud.
I'm going to ask you a few simple questions, and I want you to respond naturally. Even if it's not perfect, that's completely okay. What did you do yesterday?
I went to work, had lunch with my coworkers, and relaxed at home in the evening. Just try to describe your day simply. Even 1 or 2 sentences is enough.
Now think about this. What are your goals this year?
My goal is to improve my English, stay healthy, and learn something new every day. It doesn't have to be big goals, just something real for you, something you want to improve.
And finally, why are you learning English?
I'm learning English so I can communicate with people from around the world and create more opportunities for my future. This one is important because your reason is what keeps you going.
Don't worry about grammar. Don't stop to think too much. Just speak, even slowly, even simply.
The more you speak out loud, the more confident you become.
All right, that's your speaking challenge for today. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you for listening and for staying with us until the end. Remember, you don't need to improve everything in one day. Just don't stop. Even slow progress is still progress.
Yeah, and honestly, you're doing better than you think. Just by showing up today and practicing, you've already made progress.
So keep going. Don't wait for perfect motivation, and don't wait for the right moment. Just keep moving, little by little.
Because every time you come back here, you're not just learning English, you're training your confidence too.
Easy listening, better speaking, rise higher. Step by step, you improve.
And in the next episode, we're going to focus on something very practical: how small daily habits can actually change the way you speak English in real life.
So make sure you come back, because the next step will help you speak with more confidence in real situations.
Take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you in day 6.
Keep learning and keep growing. Bye, everyone. See you in the next episode.